Hey, Mario Rodriguez here, and here are my thoughts on the final episode of Dragon Ball Super, episode 131. I'll be talking a little bit about episode 130, but mostly episode 131, because this is where the series actually ends, hopefully just for now, and not for good. And yes, there'll be heavy spoilers. I don't want to talk about this in great detail, without holding back or whatever. So if you guys have not seen the episode yet, I do recommend you go to wherever you guys go to watch your anime. I personally watch it on Crunchyroll, but you guys do you, and then you come back to watch it here, the review, Because yes, there'll be heavy spoilers, and I will be talking about the ending in great detail, so yeah, final warning, heavy spoilers lurk ahead. And I do want to review the entire series on the Review Sanctum sometime next week after I gather my thoughts. And I do want to talk about the entire series as a whole and not dedicate a big portion of the video to just be like the ending. So this is like a separate video to kind of get all my thoughts out of my system here, so to speak. So, what can I say? Episode 130 was kind of what we were expecting. Was Goku has finally mastered the Ultra Instinct, and now he has white hair, because why not, another hair color. And also, if you guys, I guess, keep track of, I forgot if it was either Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 or Dragon Ball Heroes, they actually spoiled the appearance of Goku with the white hair before it appeared in the anime. Like, the anime did all this stuff to kind of not show him, kind of hide glimpses on the preview for the next episode, for episode 130. But no, it's already been spoiled for news for the game and everything. So, like, you guys could have waited a week, right? You could have waited a week. What the fuck? I don't know what was that, but either way, yes, Goku has white hair, and Goku basically beat the living crap out of Jiren with super awesome, super amazing animation. It was so cool. There's this real cool song that kind of plays during the tournament whenever it gets like really intense. I make a real song with vocals and stuff, and like it was awesome. I love that song. It really like gets you pumped up. It really gets you in there, And as Goku fights Jiren, there's also a scene where all the people start talking about how Goku's never given up, how Goku's always overcome no matter what, and they show all these extra scenes. It was like a mixture between never giving up, but also about how the characters, like all the characters at one point in time were enemies or rivals of Goku, but now they're all together. So you see a little bit of Goku and Krillin from Dragon Ball, and when Ten Shin Han first appeared, remember he was supposed to be an assassin when he first appeared, and Frieza on planet Namek, and all that stuff. So lots of little flashbacks here and there, which is kind of cool because it does kind of bring the series to a close. There's always like some kind of flashback to the series as the series comes to a close and everything. And what else can I say? As Jiren was finally defeated and humbled and on his knees and he can't do anything, blah, 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 blah. He admitted his loss. Goku's body has a violent backlash reaction to the mastered Ultra Instinct. I guess it was just too much of a toll on his body. He starts having blood gush out and whatever with a filter because of course no blood now in Dragon Ball Super. He collapses, he can't move, and now Jiren can finally just kick him out and win the whole thing. But Frieza and 17 are still in this. They still arrived. Frieza we've known for a while. He was always knocked out, but we never actually seen him fall out of the ring. But Android 17, a lot of people thought he actually did blow himself up for real. I kind of had my doubts because they're not going to bring him back just to blow him up. Come on. But Frieza and 17 are still in this, and they're going to basically hold off Jiren as seconds of the tournament is left before it ends. So the final episode, Frieza and 17 beat the hell out of him, and they do a real cool attack or whatever, and Jiren's again, very badly injured, and the only thing left to do is for Frieza to kick him out or whatever. But of course, as bad guys always do, Frieza has to monologue, Frieza has to insult him, Frieza has to insult his backstory, and between him insulting his backstory and the people of universe, whatever universe that was, cheering him on and having faith in him, Jiren brings up the last of his resolve, determination, whatever that is, and somehow gathered the last reserves of his strength, which are somehow still super fucking maxed out powerful. What the hell, And yeah, he attacks them. He's about to defeat them once and for all. But Goku, that can barely stand, he can't transform anymore. He's that worn out. Still gets in there and still tries to fight. So in the end, and I do agree, a lot of people were kind of conflicted with the ending of the tournament, but I kind of liked it because it just made sense. In the end, there was a plan where all three of them attack him in certain ways, but in the end, Frieza and Goku grab Jiren and just go down with him. they just take him down, and since Android 17 stays in the ring, and he's still part of Universe 6, 7, we're Universe 7, aren't we? Yeah, he's still part of Universe 7. Frieza, Goku, and Jiren are all disqualified on purpose so that 17 would be the winner, and the tournament ends, and he is the last surviving winner, and of course his universe is safe. And then of course the universe is safe and everything, and Android 17 gets a chance to make his wish with the Super Dragon Balls. You know, commercial break there. Of course, what can I say? It was super predictable. Everybody was seeing it coming. I was like, I didn't want to see it coming because I wanted more consequences and stuff. But yeah, as you guys expect, Android 17 did wish for all the universes to come back. So all universes are back and everything. Everyone that died in the tournament is back. But you know, that was kind of whatever. And Android 18 was like, but you wanted to wish to go on a world trip with your family. Are you sure about this? I'm like, dude, like, choosing reviving universes over taking your family on a trip? I mean, you know, whatever. So anyways, yeah, that's what happens. They do revive the universes. But the part that really got me surprised was at the end, when Frieza was waiting to go back to Hell, Whis revives Frieza because Beerus says that he did a good job and everything, so they revive Frieza. And that just, I'm like, they revive Frieza. And at first, I was thinking they were going to kind of do a thing where Frieza's going to, you know, turn good and stuff. People were kind of afraid of that. People were afraid that someone as evil as Frieza was going to, like, I guess, at least become an anti-hero or something, like redeem his ways or whatever. But no, Frieza was still like, you revived me? Are you sure it's okay? Because I don't really plan to give up on my evil ways. And Goku and them are like, yeah, we'll just beat you if you do, and everything. So, yeah. And that's the thing, because now, Frieza in golden form is more powerful than Goku and Vegeta. So it's not like the first time when they fought where he got beat. In this one, he got more powerful. So that's still, he's still a danger. He became a danger once again. And, the rest is what you expect. This episode was also like pretty quick because they didn't even waste time with the intro. There was no intro to this episode, just a brief recap, and just bam, episode starts. And then almost like the ending credits, we see little scenes of, you know, Bulma being happy that Vegeta's back. So it was just like a picture, so you kind of get away without having to get another voice actress to be Bulma. And, you know, Goku being back with his family, and everyone being back with their family, and stuff like that. Everyone's happy and stuff. And you still see a scene that Frieza is back in his empire, and he saw, oh yes, the Emperor of Evil has returned. Please apologize. You know, I apologize for the long wait. So he's still evil. He's still going to come back sooner or later. And to be honest, I was super surprised that they revived him. Because I know it was not like Goku to break a promise because he promised them that, but still, like, they revived them, and the series just ends like that. It's, wow. That surprised me most of all. And honestly speaking, when they were showing the pictures of Goku back with his family, Vegeta back with his family, stuff like that, I was kind of like, I don't care, show Frieza, what happened to Frieza, what happened to Frieza? All I really cared about was happened to Frieza. But, they did show that I guess Bulma let 17 and his family borrow like a yacht or something to go around the world. I really wish, because the thing is, 17 has a wife and kid apparently, or kids or whatever. Show them, man. They never showed them. Like when they were like on the yacht, they could have at least showed them just that once, but whatever. But yeah, and of course Jiren does promise to fight Goku again someday, but you know, I guess more like a friendly rivalry. The final episode, the final scene was Goku and Vegeta once again going to practice. Vegeta asked about the Ultra Instinct form, and Goku says he lost it. I guess he just got it just that one time because he was pushed to the limits, but it's not a form he actually got to keep. So Goku and Vegeta turned Super Saiyan Blue, and they're basically on almost the exact same mountain formation where they first fought in the Saiyan Saga. And of course, Goku and Vegeta assumed their stances from when they fought back then. And the episode ends with them like fighting as they always do. And the narrator does kind of say goodbye for now. But of course, if more powerful bad guys appear, then Goku and his friends will be there to stop them and stuff like that. And yeah, so what can I say? I was really hoping, I don't know, and it sounds bad, but I was kind of hoping the universes would have been gone for good because, you know, you gotta have some consequences because everyone hated the Goku Black Saga. I'm just gonna do it real quick. but the ending had consequences. Goku Black did totally destroy and wreck Trunks' timeline, and that just shows he was just that bad, he was just that dangerous, and Dragon Balls can't always solve everything. So that did show he did have lasting consequences, because, you know, but, so I was kind of hoping they would kind of carry that theme here, but no, everyone came back, but it still does open the door for more things, because Frieza's got to do something. Maybe there'll be another saga where Frieza comes back, but he comes back in the middle of something else, so he has to kind of team up with them. So who knows? It could possibly be a slow road to redemption whenever he comes back, depending on what circumstances, because again, he is going to come back, and they really can't repeat the whole resurrection F thing all over again. You can't have him keep coming back over and over and over like that, you know. This was different, okay? I know people were groaning that Frieza came back because, oh, he was already Resurrection F, oh my god. But it was like a whole different set of circumstances. This was Frieza actually fighting alongside everybody. And it was kind of cool for me to see Frieza fight against Toppo and Jiren and you know, other characters that were not just our Dragon Ball Z guys. So that was kind of cool to see that too. But, you know, stuff like that. And what else can I say? With people, what were their names? With Kaba and Caulifla and Kale back alive again. Now Vegeta has a chance to go visit planet Sadla. That was, I guess, their version of the original Saiyan planet. So that was kind of cool. If they ever do a series, if they ever do another Dragon Ball series, you know, I do hope they follow up with Frieza. I do hope they show, at least for, I don't know, filler episode, something. But show Vegeta go back to that planet and visit their version of the King. And, you know, visit the Saiyans of Universe 6. That would be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool to see that. And, yeah, another thing about it is that this year, late this year, I guess December or so, they're going to have a new Dragon Ball Super movie, like an actual Dragon Ball Super movie, and apparently I think it actually takes place after the Tournament of Power, and I guess Goku's going to fight against another Saiyan, and there's rumors that this Saiyan was the first original Super Saiyan God of way back then, which I don't know how he exists now, or maybe that's just his version from Universe 6, or I don't know, but has good animation, and hopefully with that movie, it kind of opens the door a little bit, kind of, sort of, to, you know, to a new series, because Dragon Ball Super is over. That's the thing. Dragon Ball Super is over, but they're going to probably make another Dragon Ball, whatever they want to call it, unless, of course, the movie ends it. It's kind of weird because it's just, like, none of us really want Dragon Ball to end, but we do want it to end on a high note. I mean, Dragon Ball GT kind of killed it. Dragon Ball Super really brought it back. And of course, Dragon Ball is marketable, it makes money. As long as it makes money and gets nostalgia, it'll always be around in some way, shape, or form. But the thing is, just watching how Dragon Ball Super had, you know, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, Mastered Instinct, and Mastered Ultra Instinct, and all that stuff, and, you know, Super Saiyan Rose, and all that stuff, it's just, I'm afraid of a new series, because if they make another new series, like, what else are they going to do? Are they going to do Super Saiyan Pink, or officially, you know, Super Saiyan Blue 2, Super Saiyan Blue 3, Super Saiyan Mastered Ultra Instinct Kaioken times Super Saiyan Blue times 5? Like, I don't know what they're going to do. And that's the thing. I hope they get kind of creative. I do know that that's how Dragon Ball Z was. Dragon Ball Z had like a brand new form. Like Super Saiyan was awesome with Frieza, but then the androids kicked their asses. Super Saiyan 2 defeated Cell, but it was nothing against Majin Buu. Now Super Saiyan 3, and of course Super kind of follows that because Super Saiyan 3 didn't do anything to Lord Beerus and stuff like that. So it is kind of a trend where each new saga makes the previous transformation look like crap in comparison. But I do hope that if they make a new series after this movie, I don't know, slow it down some or stop the transformations, because it's going to start getting ridiculous. Dragon Ball Super already kind of got there. I mean, in my opinion, it's kind of okay. I don't know. It's getting there. But for a new series after this, just stop, because, I don't know, just stop. Or make Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan Blue more powerful. Or make Goku, not Goku, make Vegeta reach Super Saiyan 3 or so. I don't know, just do something with what you have, you know? Obviously, you gotta make at least one new form, but don't don't make 4 or 5 new forms because it's gonna get ridiculous. It's already kind of ridiculous. We already got Goku with red hair, blue hair, and well, blonde hair, and now white hair. It's like you guys are gonna start running out of colors to give hair. So whatever. So anyways, guys, that's Dragon Ball Super in a nutshell. The ending, anyways. For me, another thing I do want to say, I forgot about this because I got kind of sidetracked, but I do want to say I am happy with how they defeated Jiren, because sometimes, I mean, you just got to have a bad guy or an opponent. He wasn't really a bad guy, because that's the thing, he wasn't really evil. He was fighting for his universe. Everybody was fighting for their universes. No one was really evil. They were fighting for their universes. So Jiren wasn't really a bad guy. He wasn't going to take over the world or nothing. He was just fighting for the sake of his universe and his strength and all that stuff. But I do like that Jiren was just that strong. They never actually beat him in actual combat. He was just that strong. Goku couldn't defeat him without the extra help of Vegeta, Frieza, 17, whoever else got in there. It was like not a one-on-one thing. So Jiren was still powerful, and it was like the only way they could have defeated him was to throw him out of the ring and to basically sacrifice, like you basically take yourself with him, go down with him as you take him out of the ring. And that was kind of awesome. It just made the most sense, because sometimes you just need a bad guy or an opponent that is just that fucking strong, you know? I mean, that's what makes it awesome. You want someone that is that powerful, because, I mean, Frieza was defeated by Goku back then. Cell was defeated by Gohan. Majin Buu was not really, I mean, he was powerful, but honestly speaking, it's just because he keeps regenerating. I mean, he was killed like about 10 times during the saga. It's just that he could always regenerate from no matter what, you know? Goku big defeat, hit, and combat and stuff like that. I guess Lord Beerus was kind of sort of a, you know, so it's kind of cool. Yeah, actually Lord Beerus was still more powerful than Goku at that time. So it's kind of cool that Dragon Ball Super does introduce actual characters that, like Lord Beerus and Jiren, that actually are more powerful than our heroes, and our heroes cannot defeat them, you know, or at least not in clean combat. So I do like that. For me, the way Jiren was portrayed, like how powerful he was, how amazing he was, it just didn't make sense to make them, like, have them defeat him in actual combat, you know? It just made more sense to take him out of the ring, because, yeah, he was just that powerful, and I do like knowing that there are people that powerful, and honestly, I think the new series would do that. The new series would kind of make sense that Goku would be training to become as powerful as Jiren. He doesn't want to fight Jiren again someday. Maybe Jiren will eventually become like a friend or anti-hero or something in the next series. I do want to see that, and that's all I got to say. So we got to see what happens. The new movie's coming out. As we do know, of course, Battle of Gods and Resurrection F became part of the actual Dragon Ball Super series. So maybe this new movie coming out will also become part of whatever the next series is. Or maybe this will also be like a second ending. You know how Fullmetal Alchemist ended, but it was like a movie that really ended the series. Maybe this one will add like an extra layer to the ending of Dragon Ball Super, because this one is supposed to be after the Tournament of Power. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, it's kind of cool because these movies actually take place during the story. It's not like before where, you know, all the movies with Brawly, Android 13 and stuff were just like these weird side stories that really couldn't have happened. These new movies are stuff that actually do happen, and this series expanded it. But yeah, then again, I did already talk too much. I already went too much into the topic. But bottom line, the ending was cool. It was predictable, I guess. Android 17 had to just wish back all the universes. And of course, they also said, the Grand Priest also said that Zeno foresaw this all along. That Zeno was assuming that whoever would win would just wish all the universes back anyway. And I'm like, okay. And another thing was, everybody was hoping, I guess, well, I don't know everybody, but lots of videos on YouTube, but lots of people having their theories, were thinking that the Grand Priest was evil. He was secretly sinister. You know, the next saga is going to be them going against the angels and everything. And what's going to happen, because what's Whis going to do? Is Whis going to be with them or against them? That kind of stuff. And, no, obviously that never happened. Obviously Grand Priest was always, I guess, a good guy and just doing Zeno's bidding or something. And of course, with the announcement that Dragon Ball Super was ending, there really was no room for like a next like big saga or a next big whatever, you know. So yeah, that didn't happen. So anyways, guys, once again, this is Mark Rodriguez here. My final thoughts, like I said, it was predictable that they did bring back the universes. I was kind of like, yes. Of course they're gonna do that. Of course they're gonna wish back to the universes, whatever. But I was so surprised that they revised Frieza. I was surprised that you know, the Ultra Instinct is gone. I guess Goku can't do it voluntarily. And I do like the final send-off scene because that was just perfect. It just hits you in the nostalgia feels, I guess, to see Goku and Vegeta in those. I don't know what the stance is. I need a picture. I think it's like that. I don't know. The stances that they did when they fought in the Saiyan Saga. So anyways, guys, see you next time. Of course, you could bet everything that I will be watching that new movie. That movie is supposed to be some kind of world premiere. So it's not going to be the thing where it's in Japan first and it hits America like a month later. Apparently, they want to release it everywhere. So I guess that's weird. They're going to be dubbing it. I guess they're going to be dubbing it in advance or something. I don't know. But yeah, you can tell that whenever that movie comes out, I will be reviewing that movie in full detail as we hopefully continue the story of Dragon Ball in general. Anyways, guys, once again, the last time here, Mark Rodriguez here, and see you next time.